Join us now for an insight with Carl Summer.
Children often despise parental rules that are for their benefit. In writing Miserable Millie, I wanted to show what happens when children get the idea they are treated unfairly, in spite of their parents' best efforts to treat everyone the same. Some children dream of running away from home, and some do and become entrapped. In my years of raising children, and particularly the 19 years I spent raising teenagers, I have gained much experience. Some children are like Millie. Every disagreeable act that happens to them is always someone else's fault. They're always getting the short end of the stick. It's that victim mentality. Their favorite words are, "It's not fair." Because we hear that so often from our children, "It's not fair," I've written a storybook with that exact title, "It's Not Fair." That story focuses on a slightly different angle with the emphasis on working under a leader and teamwork. I made it a practice in my family to love all my children fairly. I never had a favorite child. Some of my older children think I got softer when I had my last child. It's true that my youngest son got fewer punishments than the other four, but it was not that I got softer. It's because my youngest son was wiser. He learned to listen. A big issue in training children is for them to learn to trust their parents. I know you as parents want the best for your children, but children often see us as mean and unfair. Some children have to learn things the hard way, but I've written this book to show in vivid detail what can happen when children go out in the real world on their own. I've included a scene with street girls. Now, I didn't go into any detail because my books are read to children of all ages. But you as parents need to teach your children the facts and the values you believe. Talk about the dangers of sex and sexually transmitted diseases. Just one act of sex and one can get an incurable disease. Encourage abstinence until marriage. That's the safest sex message. Oh, it's so unrealistic in today's culture. No, it's not. That's why I'm writing these children's books, to help you as parents in training your children. I wish I had these books when my children were young and growing up. It's also the reason why it's important to belong to organizations that support your family values. For us, we went faithfully to a church that strongly endorsed our values. It was a terrific environment for our kids to grow up in and to be safeguarded from outside influences, and a place for them to flourish in during those critical years, especially when peer pressure is the strongest. One of the added benefits was that our kids made friendship that lasts for a lifetime. I'm exceedingly grateful for what my wife and I did and the many benefits my children received from that decision. The story also focuses on the value and importance of money. It's amazing how kids think that everything is free. They come home from school and food is in the refrigerator. They eat at night, but it never crosses their mind that someone had to work so they could eat. Teach your children the value of money. Let them earn money and save. I never paid my children for doing chores, but I gave them an allowance and awards. I didn't pay my children for household chores because I wanted to stress we're a family. We should help each other. But let them be entrepreneurs, have a lemonade stand, a garage sale, where they sell some of their toys, mow lawns as teens, do babysitting. Let them open a bank account and learn to save. Take your car and drive your children around and go to areas where you see the homeless laying around and other people. Teach them the facts about the dangers of sex, and drugs, and alcohol. Find out about the issues your children will confront and teach them the facts. It's better they hear the truth from you rather than learning from the street. If you don't, they will learn, and it may not be what you want them to learn. Millie's mom wouldn't let her go to the park to play. That's a policy I had with my children because I didn't like the crowd that hung around the park where we lived. Parents, be concerned with the friends your children choose. Their friends will often determine your child's outcome. Teach children the positive role that police officers play in our society. Millie at first didn't like police, but after a police officer rescued her, she had a new appreciation for law enforcement. Encourage your children about the values you believe in. Also go to our website, and there's free things that you can download, and there's a lesson there about understanding the value of money. Do the math lesson with them. This book has a happy ending. Millie apologizes for all her wrongdoings and even gives her brother and sister big hugs. Papa and Mama put her in bed, and Millie becomes to realize that she is now the happiest girl in the whole world. I hope this book will make your children become more appreciative of you as parents, and that they will also become the happiest boy and girl in the whole world.